Um, so I got like two different storylines on this read. It's the Six of Wands, the Hierophant has been coming out a lot in different scenarios, and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. There might be somebody in your energy. Let me just get this out of the way. There may be someone in your energy that's going through like a court situation with a mother figure. Aside from that, there is something internally happening with you or someone else very close in your energy. Clarifying the read, this has also been popping up, and it's kind of been an annoyance because I didn't read too much into it. The whale, it's kind of like the calling, right? The calling. It seemed monstrous. It seemed overwhelming. We also got Treasure wanted to come out with it. There's such like polar energies, you know, like one of them is very like necessary, very 3D, and the other one is very spiritual. And you may think, well, I can just ignore this spiritual call, but what if it swallows you up and spits you out where you're supposed to be, right? The Hierophant speaks of the keys to the kingdom. As I was looking at the Four of Wands, I really got the people in the background really stood out for some reason. Something about being seen, right? A public victory. As I'm looking at the Hierophant, like the rigid structures of the pillars and his crown evokes feelings of the buildings erected, right? I heard disturbance. It may have caused you it's upright, but institutions can help, but they can also hinder. And you may have been feeling with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, you may have been feeling like you had to protect yourself and hold on to something tight. Perhaps secrets. And we've got the Empress blocked. You could have felt that you were stagnant, not growing, and that this whale that you can't ignore was not helping. Like you were expected to deliver something from a place of not being safe and secure, not being able to resonate at a place of growth and nurturing, right? To nurture this wow, okay. So Treasure just stood out at me because the kingdom of God is supposed to be the highest treasure, right? God, there's just so many like polarity energies in this read. Like a lot of times the people in the churches or people on thrones are the ones talking about how people need to be more frugal, and they're like sitting on a throne of gold. Like very hypocritical, right? Perhaps that is what is needing to be changed. Perhaps That's the voice and the message that you're here to teach. Okay, so 6 and 5 is 11. Justice. You're here to bring justice. Plus 4 is maybe expose what you know about the shadow side of institutions. That there's a lot hidden, and then followed by the Justice card. This is what is being asked of you, like bringing this, I got goosebumps, bringing this truth forward is what's being asked of you. Okay. 18, there's a lot hidden. 29 is 7. This is justice. The investigation. That's funny, because justice like echoes the throne and the pillars that the Hierophant is sitting on. Earthly. Wow. Okay. Like, okay. Look at how similar these two cards look. This is supposed to be spiritual court, and this is like earthly court. You're the instrument being asked to hold officials accountable, is what I'm getting from that. That's 29. And the Ace of Swords is 30 pieces of silver. It seems that someone has been selling, what do they call that? When the, back before the Reformation of the church, they used to sell like pardons. The church would sell, I forget what it was called. But that was like one of the biggest corruptions of the church, is that if you had money, you could get away with anything. You just pay the clerk and be done, be absolved of your sin, right? I don't know how I remember this. It was like from grade school or whatever. I'm sure they never thought that I would remember it in this context. 1 second. Okay, to finish the reading, you are in high honor. It's a bunch of soldiers firing cannons. You are in high honor because you were, I heard, ordained to do this task, to fight this fight. We also have the 9 of Cups. This will help you get a new perspective. The Cups are spirit. It will bring about satisfaction, truth, happiness, balance, and 58. This will bring about transformation, and Spirit's asking you to be, to think practically about it. Everything, when you answer the call, you will have your heart's desire.